I guess I never thought priesthood was an option for me. When I applied for the seminary, about a week before that, I felt like saying no, like it wasn't for me. But I guess when I did say, let's give this a go, let's see how it feels. Sure, I felt scared, but not in a scared sort of way that felt off-putting. More scared in the sense that I didn't know what was going to happen. It was when I made the decision that it felt like, hey, this feels good. I'm David, I'm 23, I'm a Liverpool supporter, I'm a Maroons supporter. I love film, I love trying to make film, and I'm a seminarian. I saw the adventure. I saw the adventure in living a life that can change, or things can happen. That you might get a phone call and you might be asked to be somewhere that you weren't expecting to. I guess I saw that as being a real full-time commitment role and just a real challenge to be a part of people's lives in a really unique and intimate way. Priests that I've been in contact with and have good friendships with, they've seen things in me that they see priesthood in. And I guess the more that I started to journey with that thought, and it's really only been the last couple of years, the more that I started thinking about priesthood is, well, the first question was, what is a priest? Who is a priest, and how can I start to understand what a priest does? And I guess the second part of that was to understand myself more, to understand what do I like, what do I want to do, who do I want to be in life, what kind of life do I want to live, and then to see if those two mix. To live out a life of a priest is to listen to God, to have a relationship with God, and to see where He wants to take you. And part of that means that you have to decide. You have to decide and make that choice, and He gives that to us freely. And for me, I found that there's God's call, but then I have to choose that. And that's where I'm at the moment, being a first-year seminarian, is I'm trying to understand and discern what it means to be called in this life, and I'm keen to learn more and to find out more about who the priest is and what the priest is, and if I'm called to priesthood. Priesthood it feels different than just a career, because there are many great people in the world that are nurses, that are teachers, that are physiotherapists, that just like to help people and have the right heart in it. And I see the same with priesthood. I guess I see that as a real lifestyle way, any moment, any time, but in a devoted way. Celibacy is a countercultural thing that people understandably don't understand. And I guess the way that I began and am still beginning and still trying to understand what celibacy means is trying to understand first what marriage is all about. In marriage, you devote yourself completely to your wife or to your husband, and that devotion is the same for priesthood. You devote your lives, but instead of exclusively to one person, you give that same devotion to everyone. And I think that excites me. That excites me to be, to find, to help people, to care for people, to love people, to challenge people, to be, to be someone that people can go to. I find that a real joy. There are stages sometimes where I just sort of think, I can't do this. This is too radical. This is obviously I want a radical, but let's take it down a notch. I guess what I come down to is I try and come back to the thought of, well, what made me think about it in the first place? Where did that fire come from? And prayer really helps. I think I'm just a regular bloke. I think I'm fairly normal, but one that sort of definitely doesn't want to accept mediocrity. And I think I'm here to enjoy, but also want to make purpose in my life. I see myself being a part of people's lives, and I hope to be part of people's lives. As a priest,